welcome to the channel. So in the last video we had dealt with exercise 11.1 of trigonometry. So now it's time to move on to the next exercise 11.2. Before moving on to 11.2, let us learn about the trigonometry table, because the values of each and every angle that is given in the table will be applied in 11.2 exercises. So let me explain you how the table is made. We consider a right angle triangle. Say this is A, B and C. Now this will be our theta. So let this theta angle be X. Now if I want the value of this angle, there is a particular value given in trigonometric table. Say if this is 30 degree and there is another triangle, say it is 45 degree, and let us consider another triangle. Say if it is 0 degree. So for each and every angle, for 0 degree, for 30 degree, for 45 degree, and we have for 60 and 90 degree, let us write down that triangles also. (60 and 90 degree), for each and every angles where the theta will be present, for each and every theta angles in trigonometric table, there is a particular value given. Say for sine 0 degree, for this particular triangle, sine 0, what is the value? It is already given in the table. Cos 0 degree, for this particular, the cos value for this 0 degree, there is a value given in the table. Say cosecant 60 degree. For this particular triangle, cosecant value is already given in the trigonometric table. So now let us move on to the table. So in our trigonometric table, towards our left hand sides, we will be having our theta angles. Consider angle as A. Now here we had considered our angle as X, theta as X at angle C. So now for our trigonometric table, let us consider a triangle ABC with theta is present at angle A. So at angle A, we will be having towards our left hand sides the angles. Say let us start with sine A, cos A, tan A, cosecant A, secant A and cot A. So these are the trigonometric ratios. We will be getting the values of each and every trigonometric ratio with particular angles. Now we'll start with 0 degree, next is 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, then we have 90 degree. Now our values will be like this and not like this. For sine, these will be the values. Now the easy method to by heart this table, it is very much important to by heart this table for the exam point of view, because any question can be asked. For example, what is tan 30 degree? A sum will be given. Tan 30 plus cosecant 45 is how much? So it should be at your tip of your tongue. What is tan 45? What is cosecant 60 degree? So it is very much important to by heart this particular table. Now easy method is just by heart this one line, that is the sine values. Other values will be automatically given out. It is very easy. I'll show you. Now, sine 0. Sine 0 is 0. It is already given. You are supposed to by heart, that's all. Sine 0 degree is 0. Sine 30 degree is 1 by 2. Sine 0 degree is 0. Sine 30 degree is 1 by 2. Sine 45 degree is 1 by root 2. Sine 45 is 1 by root 2. Sine 60 degree is root 3 by 2. And sine 90 degree is 1. Now, these are the values which are supposed to by heart. Other all the values you will be automatically getting. Now, sine 0 degree is 0. Sine 30 degree is 1 by 2. Sine 45 degree is 1 by root 2. Sine 60 degree is root 3 by 2. Sine 90 degree is 1. So now let us find out the cos values. Now the cos values is the ulta of sine. Like for example, we have sine 90 as 1, right? But cos 0 will become 1. Cos 30 will become root 3 by 2. Cos 45 will remain as 1 by root 2. Cos 60 will be 1 by 2. Cos 90 will be 0. So, all these side will shift here. These will shift here for cos. So, now cos 0 is 1. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Cos 45 it will remain the same as it is. Because it is not having any other place to move. So, it will be in the middle there only. Cos 60 will be 1 by 2. Cos 90 will be 0. So, cos is done. Next, let us move on to tan. So, tan, we have already seen the ratios in the previous videos. We have learned that tan theta or tan of any angle is nothing but sin theta by cos theta, correct? Sin theta by cos theta. So, now here also sin by cos values will give you tan. For example, now tan A. Let us find out tan 0 degree. Tan 0 degree will be sin by cos, that is 0 by 1, correct? In denominator, if 1 is there or if you write or if you don't write, it is of no mattering. So, tan 0 degree is 0. So, now next tan 30. So, again sin by cos. Tan 30 will be 1 by 2 whole divided by root 3 by 2. Denominators will cancel. We will be getting 1 by root 3. Again tan 45. 1 by root 2 by 1 by root 2. Root 2 denominators will cancel. Remaining 1. Then tan 60 degree. Root 3 by 2 divided by 1 by 2. So, tan 60 degree will be equal to root 3 by 2 divided by 1 by 2. 2 cancel. Answer is root 3. Then tan 90 degree is 1 by 0. So, they are saying tan 90 degree is 1 by 0. So, this is our numerator. In our numerator place, we have 1. This is our denominator. But in denominator, we are having 0. So, whenever in a fraction, when the denominator place is occupied by 0, that particular value will be called as not defined. There is no a value for it. Whenever in the denominator place we have 0, that particular value is not defined properly. So, therefore, we will write it as not defined. So, now this solved our cos theta and tan theta. So, now let's move on to cosecant theta. Cosecant theta values can be written as reciprocal of sin theta values. Now, sin 0 degree is 0. Reciprocal of this value is, so now we are saying sin 0 degree is 0, which means down in denominator we have 1. We are saying reciprocal of sine value will give us cosecant. So, now when this is reciprocal, it becomes 1 by 0. Again here we are getting 0 in denominator place. So cosecant 0 degree will be not defined. Reciprocal of sine 0 is not defined. Next, cosecant 30 degree, how do you find out? Similarly, the same way, sine 30 degree is 1 by 2. Reciprocal of 1 by 2 will give cosecant 30 degree. So 1 by 2 when it is reciprocal, means the denominator goes to numerator, numerator comes to the denominator place. So our value will be 2. Cosecant 45 is root 2, because 1 by root 2 is sine 45. When you reciprocal it, we will be getting root 2. Cosecant 60 degree is 2 by root 3. Cosecant 90 degree, we already have 1. Sine 90 degree is 1. Below again we will be having 1. 1 divided by 1, again when you reciprocal it remains 1. So this solved at cosecant. Secant. Secant is reciprocal of cos. Cos 90 degree is 1. Reciprocal of this one will always be 1. Next, cos 30 degree is root 3 by 2. So secant theta will be 2 by root 3. Reciprocal of root 3 by 2 is 2 by root 3. Next, cos 45 is 1 by root 2. So secant will be root 2. Cos 60 is 1 by 2. So secant 60 degree will be 2. Next, cos 90 degree is 0. So when that 0 is reciprocal, we will be getting secant theta as not defined. Next, let us move on to cot theta. Cot theta is nothing but not reciprocal of tan theta, but the left hand side of tan theta values come to the right and right will come to the left for cot theta. For example, 0 and 1 by root 3 are the two values of tan. For that is for 0 degree and 30 degree. These two will come towards right side. Now these two, that is root 3 and not defined value, that is 60 degree and 90 degree of tan theta, comes to the left as values for cot. The middle one will remain as it is. So now let us write the values. Now tan 0 degree is 0. Tan 90 degree is not defined. Tan's 90 degrees value will become cot's 0 degree value. Like how we had written for sine and cos, similarly we will be writing for tan and cot. So now cot 0 degree will be tan 90 degrees value, that is not defined. Next, cot 30 degree will be tan 60 degrees value, root 3. Tan 45 degrees value will remain for cot 45 degree value also. Cot 60 degree will be tan 30 degrees value, that is 1 by root 3. Cot 90 degrees value will be tan 0 degrees value, that is 0. So this is our trigonometric table, which is very much important for solving the 11.2 exercise sums.